Welcome to this exciting video where we explore the top 3 most valuable Washington quarter-dollar coins, classic pieces of American history that have become true treasures for collectors. While most Washington quarters are common, a few rare dates and varieties can be worth an incredible amount of money. Let's get started. First up, the Washington Quarter $1,989 coin, a familiar piece of American circulation with a long-standing design. The 1989 Washington Quarter without a mint mark was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, continuing a tradition that dates back decades. In circulated condition, this coin shows clear signs of use, reflecting years of everyday transactions. The rusty or darkened color seen on some examples often comes from environmental exposure and natural aging. This darker tone gives the coin a rugged appearance that many collectors associate with honest circulation. On the obverse, we see George Washington's classic portrait, a design that has represented the quarter since 1932. In circulated condition, Washington's hair and facial features may appear smoother than on uncirculated coins. Despite wear, the strong profile and dignified expression usually remain easy to recognize. The word "Liberty" and the date 1989 are often still readable, though softened by time. The motto "In God We Trust" may show light wear but typically remains visible. Turning to the reverse, the heraldic eagle design stands proudly with wings spread wide. In rusty circulated condition, the eagle's feathers may be smooth, with fine details worn down. The arrows and olive branches beneath the eagle often show the most wear. Even with circulation marks, the overall reverse design remains bold and balanced. The inscriptions "United States of America" and "Quarter Dollar" confirm the coin's identity. The absence of a mint mark indicates production at the Philadelphia Mint. This coin is composed of a copper-nickel-clad structure, with a pure copper core. Over time, exposure can cause darker toning or a rusty appearance on the surface. While true rust does not form on clad coins, discoloration can still occur. This natural aging tells a story of the coin's journey through circulation. Millions of 1989 quarters were minted, making the coin common but historically meaningful. Collectors often encounter these coins in circulated condition rather than pristine states. A rusty-toned quarter appeals to those who enjoy coins with character. Scratches, nicks, and edge wear are normal for a circulated example. What matters most is that the coin remains structurally sound. Cleaning is not recommended, as it can damage the surface and reduce collector interest. Natural toning is always preferred over artificial shine. Proper storage can help prevent further environmental damage. Coin holders or flips can protect the surface from moisture and air. The year 1989 represents a late 20th century period of American coinage. This quarter circulated during a time of economic change and modernization. It was used for vending machines, parking meters, and everyday purchases. Many people remember quarters like this as part of daily life. Collectors often include the 1989 quarter in complete Washington quarter sets. It's also popular with beginners due to easy availability. Some collectors search for errors or varieties, though they are not common. Even without errors, the coin's history adds to its appeal. The eagle reverse design would soon be replaced decades later by new themes. This makes classic eagle quarters increasingly nostalgic. The rusty circulated color gives the coin a worn, vintage look. Such toning can make each example visually unique. Holding this quarter connects us to countless past transactions. It reminds us how money moves through society over time. The Washington quarter design symbolizes American heritage and stability. Even heavily circulated coins carry cultural and historical value. This 1989 quarter shows how everyday money becomes history. Its wear reflects real use rather than storage. Coins like this are perfect for learning about circulation patterns. They help new collectors understand grading and condition. The absence of a mint mark simplifies identification for beginners. The copper-nickel edge often shows a visible copper stripe. This feature highlights the coin's clad construction. Rusty toning may appear uneven but tells a natural story. Preserving the coin as is maintains its authenticity. Each mark and tone adds to its character. The 1989 Washington Quarter without a mint mark remains a classic. It represents a familiar era of U.S. coinage. Circulated condition makes it approachable and relatable. This coin proves that value isn't always about rarity. Sometimes it's about history, use, and memory. Next up, the Washington Quarter $1,973 coin with a D mint mark, a classic piece of American coinage. The 1973 Washington Quarter with a D mint mark was struck at the Denver Mint, continuing the long-running quarter design first introduced in 1932. In very fine condition, this coin shows light, even wear that preserves most of the original design details. The surfaces remain smooth, with only gentle signs of circulation visible on the highest points. On the obverse, George Washington's portrait appears strong and well-defined for a very fine example. Details in Washington's hair and facial features are still easy to recognize. The word Liberty across the top remains clear and balanced. The date 1973 is sharp, with no major flattening from wear. The motto "In God We Trust" is readable and well placed to the left of the portrait. Very fine condition allows the coin to retain much of its original character. Light wear is typically visible on Washington's cheek and jawline. These subtle signs of use add authenticity without harming eye appeal. Turning to the reverse, the heraldic eagle design remains bold and impressive. The eagle's wings still show feather separation in very fine grade. Details in the arrows and olive branches are present, though slightly softened. The inscriptions, United States of America, and $quarter remain strong. The D mint mark appears below the eagle, clearly indicating Denver Mint production. This mint mark is an important detail for collectors building complete sets. The coin is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers over a pure copper core. In very fine condition, the color is usually a soft silver gray with light toning. Some examples may show gentle golden or gray highlights from natural aging. This subtle toning often enhances the coin's visual appeal. The edge of the coin reveals a visible copper stripe, typical of clad quarters. This feature helps identify the coin's modern metal composition. The year 1973 falls within a transitional era of U.S. coinage. By this time, silver had been removed from circulating quarters. Despite this, the design still carries strong historical presence. Millions of 1973 D quarters were minted, making them widely available. However, very fine examples stand out for their balanced wear and detail. Collectors appreciate coins that show use but remain attractive. This quarter is ideal for collectors who prefer circulated but high-quality coins. It fits perfectly into Washington quarter date and mint mark collections. Very fine condition also makes the coin suitable for educational purposes. New collectors can learn grading standards by studying coins like this. The even wear indicates careful circulation rather than harsh damage. Cleaning is not recommended, as it can disturb the natural surfaces. Original patina is always more desirable to collectors. Proper storage helps maintain the coin's current condition. Coin flips or protective holders are ideal for long-term care. The 1973 D quarter circulated during a time of economic change in the U.S. It was used daily for transportation, vending machines, and small purchases. Many people remember coins like this as part of everyday life. The familiar eagle reverse adds a sense of nostalgia. This classic design would later give way to new quarter themes. As a result, traditional eagle quarters are increasingly appreciated. Very fine condition preserves the dignity of the original design. The coin's weight and feel remain solid and reassuring in hand. Light circulation marks tell a story without overpowering the design. Each example has its own unique toning and personality. The Denver Mint's production quality is evident in surviving details. Collectors often compare Philadelphia and Denver issues for differences. The D Mint mark adds interest and variety to collections. This coin pairs well with other early 1970s Washington quarters. Together, they tell the story of post-silver U.S. coinage. The 1973 D quarter represents durability and everyday utility. It shows how American coins were built to last. Very fine condition balances history with visual appeal. Coins like this remind us that everyday money becomes collectible. They connect us to moments of ordinary life in the past. Holding this quarter feels like holding a piece of the 1970s. It reflects the style, economy, and design of its time. The Washington Quarter remains one of America's most recognizable coins. This 1973 D example stands as a solid representative of the series. Its condition allows both appreciation and study. It proves that value isn't only about rarity or silver content. Sometimes, it's about preservation and history. The Washington Quarter $1,970 coin with AD mint mark, a classic example of early modern U.S. coinage. The 1970 D Washington Quarter was struck at the Denver Mint during a time of important change in American currency. By 1970, circulating quarters were no longer made of silver, and this coin reflects that transition. In very fine condition, the coin shows light and even wear that preserves most design details. The surfaces remain clean, with no heavy damage or deep scratches. On the obverse, George Washington's portrait appears strong and well-balanced. Details in the hair and facial contours remain visible and pleasing. The word "Liberty" across the top of the coin is clear and readable. The date 1970 stands out sharply with minimal wear. The motto "In God We Trust" remains legible to the left of the portrait. Very fine condition allows the coin to retain its original character. Light wear can be seen on Washington's cheek and jawline. These signs of use are subtle and add authenticity. Turning to the reverse, the heraldic eagle design remains bold. The eagle's wings still show separation between feathers. Details in the arrows and olive branches are present, though slightly softened. The inscriptions, United States of America, and $quarter are strong. The D mint mark below the eagle clearly identifies Denver Mint production. This mint mark is an important feature for collectors. The coin is composed of copper-nickel-clad layers over a pure copper core. In very fine condition, the color is typically a soft silver gray. Some examples may show gentle golden or gray toning from natural aging. This natural toning often enhances visual appeal. The edge of the coin shows the familiar copper stripe of clad coinage. This stripe helps distinguish it from earlier silver quarters. The year 1970 places this coin firmly in the post-silver era. Despite the metal change, the classic design remained unchanged. Millions of 1970 D quarters were minted for circulation. Very fine examples are appreciated for their balanced wear. Collectors value coins that show history without heavy damage. This quarter fits perfectly into Washington Quarter date and mint collections. It's also an excellent example for teaching coin grading. Very fine condition clearly demonstrates light circulation wear. Cleaning is not recommended, as it can damage original surfaces. Collectors prefer natural patina over artificial shine. Proper storage helps preserve the coin's appearance. Coin flips or holders protect it from moisture and scratches. The 1970 D quarter circulated during a changing economic period in the U.S. It was commonly used for vending machines and everyday purchases. Many people remember these quarters as part of daily life. The eagle reverse design adds a sense of tradition and stability. This classic reverse would later be replaced by newer designs. As a result, eagle-back quarters are increasingly nostalgic. Very fine condition keeps the design sharp and attractive. The coin feels solid and well made in hand. Light circulation marks tell a quiet story of use. Each coin develops its own unique toning over time. The Denver Mint was known for consistent striking quality. Collectors often compare Denver and Philadelphia issues. The D Mint mark adds variety and interest. This coin pairs nicely with other late 1960s and early 1970s quarters. Together, they show the evolution of U.S. coinage. The 1970 D quarter represents durability and everyday utility. It reflects how coins were built to withstand heavy use. Very fine condition strikes a balance between wear and detail. Coins like this show that history doesn't need to be rare. Everyday circulation coins carry meaningful stories. Holding this quarter connects us to the early 1970s. It reflects the style and economy of its time. The Washington Quarter remains one of America's most enduring designs. This 1970 D example stands as a strong representative. Its condition allows both appreciation and study. It proves that collectible value isn't only about precious metals. Sometimes, it's about preservation and connection. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoy calm, smooth coin stories, remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more classic coin content.